Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from the Game Cabinet. We are doing our AI only championship series here in Civilization 6. We are in the second chance rounds and we are loading in now. I remember this was group stage 1. I don't really remember. It's been a couple days. I know Mongolia was winning, but other than that, I don't really remember much of what happened or what was happening. Okay, yeah. I remember Scythia, Ottomans, and Mongolia were all kind of sharing this island. I think Mongolia was winning partly because of wonders score. Yeah, they have a ton of wonders right now. Suleiman's not that far behind. Also, it's extraordinarily loud right now because it's like pouring rain and it's like making it hard to think. But anyways, hello puppy. Also, she's probably a little freaked out because of the thunder, but it's okay. All right, so Brazil's got a decent amount of territory over here. Eleanor of Aquitaine, I remember, she kept struggling with Dark Ages, and she was not going to be able to flip Dido over here, who's actually doing okay. Linkoping is flipping over to her, so Dido, that's going to be an advantage. Who is sorry, Sweden's the only one in Dark Age right now. That's actually pretty bad for them. I don't think they're losing anything to Brazil, however. Well, Malmo is, I don't think it'll flip. Let's see, how close is it? It's only 3.3. I think once that one flips, I don't think it will be flipping anymore. Just because the free cities put just a teeny bit more pressure at this point still. Now, I do remember we kind of had a bunch of wars going on. Oh yeah, we were looking that we might actually get a science victory, weren't we? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's how we did. So no one's actually researched rocketry yet. Okay, except Suleiman. Interesting. Now Suleiman, what's his tech at? He's at 440. All right, Genghis Khan's only at 205. Okay then, and he's actually building spaceports. So he doesn't have enough points to win the game, but he could potentially win a scientific victory, which would actually then make him the winner. Hey Parker, no, girl, no. She's attention. She's needing attention because she's really sad and they're scared because of the thunder and stuff. Here, you want to come sit on my lap? Oi, come on. Oh, okay, she's on Daddy's lap. Hi. No. Okay, let's see how long she stays up here. Okay, so anyways, how is everything else going? So does anyone else have a chance to win the game? I think Mongolia also had a lot when it came to culture. Okay, this is not gonna work. All right, goodbye, Parker. Go away. Yeah, Genghis Khan's about a fourth of the way to a cultural victory. I don't see him, though, being able to win, just because I don't know anyone else is low enough. Tomyris is, maybe within range of a diplomacy victory, and then literally no one is doing religion. I mean, they're slowly doing religion, but not enough to actually make a difference. That'd be crazy if Suleiman actually won here, because he's like third to last. He's actually in 5th place. So imagine if he actually was able to win that. That would be pretty crazy. He is shooting the first rocket off. Let's see, what's his tech at? Total, no, we're looking at techs. Yo, come on, we can get it. Oh my god, these are so annoying when the game's moving. There we go. So he's working on telecommunications. So here's the biggest issue. Number 1, telecommunications doesn't help him win a scientific victory. Number 2 is they tend to stop after the second rocket. So we'll see whether or not he will continue to go. Now, what's his production? Is Istanbul high enough production to actually make a difference? 140, yes. Parker, stop it. I might have to kick her out here, which is unfortunate because it's like I can't really pause the game to kick her out. But so what do we feel? I mean, he's got a chance. He's got the production and he's got the science. So if anyone's going to be able to win it, it would be him at this point. Aydin is flipping back or trying to flip back to the Ottomans. We'll see whether or not that happens. Also wonder, did anyone actually build the Golden Gate? There's not too many locations that the Golden Gate could have been built, so we're just going to go do a quick cursory glance here. I mean, God, I would love it there. The world's also starting to flood, and we probably will get apocalypse mode. I would think we're going to get apocalypse mode. 7 players. No one's really eliminated. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, no one got eliminated, so we should see apocalypse mode then. I do not see the Golden Gate. There really is not that many locations for it, so not entirely surprising, especially with the flooding. The flooding's also going to kind of limit it. Now, this is technically coastal, so there could be a Golden Gate right there, which, is doable. Not the best, but it's doable. Honestly, probably right there is, if we see it anywhere, that's probably where it's going to be. I thought Scythia, yeah, we're looking up there, but that won't happen. You could get it here, Ottomans. Yeah, but oh no, they can't because the shipwreck's there now. All right, it looks like Scythia is actually at war with the Ottomans. Interesting. What was the special session for? Pedro, natural disaster. Okay. I want to look at Ottomans. Are you just at war with Scythia? Maybe? I can't quite tell because it's not going to click over. Yeah, you're only at war with Tomyris. Interesting. I wonder, didn't Tomyris conquer a city-state, or am I thinking of something else? Yeah. This was an emergency war that's still going on. I remember now. I think she did take over a city-state. And I think that maybe is why she's targeted by both of them, or maybe they just joint warred her. Yeah, Nazca. Yeah, I bet it had to be because of Nazca. So the thing is, like, Ottomans just don't have a lot of territory. Kind of surprising that they're doing so well with science, man. 408. Kristina's at 350. Tomyris is at like 352. That's all pretty crazy good. Kind of disappointed with Genghis Khan, but I guess he's going more for a wonder victory / cultural, and so that's why his science is a little lower. It's just when you see the airport going there, I was like, oh yeah, he's totally good, man, from a scientific standpoint. But yeah, he's still pretty far behind. All right, so first rocket did get shot off. He is not shooting off the moon landing, though. Now, does he have the moon landing tech? I don't know, because remember, we click on these guys, they won't show us the tech, right? I'm pretty sure we've done this before, because that's why we're not playing with the random age mode, the random tech tree. Yo, can I please? I think I am on Ottomans. Yeah, no, I am on Ottomans, and they don't show us. Yeah, that would be really nice if it did. Just because then we can see if they've gotten the tech yet. I mean, because all we can really do at this point is click on techs, and you're going for combined. Oh, interesting. So he's a little further back in the bottom part of the tree. Where was the combined arms? He's right there. So the Mars landing is... There's the Mars right here. Moon landing, satellites. The other thing is if we see... infantry, mechanized infantry, then we know he has it as well. He's got a bunch of helicopters. Helicopters are in a different part as well. They're down there, synthetic materials. Interesting. Okay. And by the way, that was Scythia. That was Scythia. Whoops. Yeah, he has like no troops right now. He might potentially get declared on by Mongolia. Would not be completely surprising. I'm trying to look here. I would love to see Mongolia's rolling with... Mongolia's not that strong either. Dude, Dido. What the heck? Wow, where did that come from, Dido? Where is all this? Yeah, it's all sea. It's all ships, which isn't particularly helpful. I mean, she took over Lahore. Congratulations. I mean, she's gaining. She's gaining. The problem is there's no way she can catch up to Genghis. I don't think there's any way she catches up to Genghis Khan. And so then she's going to have to win a victory. And I don't quite know if she's going to be able to do that. Her tech is a little too far behind at this point. I mean, she's at 352. Still, yeah, Suleiman dropped. He switched off policies, and now he's down to 349. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You kind of need to be, or the AI kind of needs to be like 400 plus to get like an early victory. I think to see a victory before 315, that's really what we're going to have to see. Interesting. Thunder. Great. That's going to make Puppy really happy. So modern armor here for Scythia is going to be the one thing that could actually bring down the walls here. Unfortunately, that modern armor is not a army or a corps. The 95 combat strength is above the 89, but if you could get an army or a corps there, you're going to actually start doing some pretty high damage. Oh, that's why you switched. Someone pillaged your spaceport while you're shooting off that first rocket. Well then, okay. I think he can actually settle right over here, can he? No, he can't. Where are you going with that settler, then? Beowulf protecting the settler. Interesting. He has some zombie issues. What are the zombies running at? 43, so they're at 63. So the zombies aren't that strong in this game. So I'm not entirely sure why the last game they were so much stronger. I guess... I was going to say because there were more aggressive civs, but that can't be true. We had what? Okay, we had an aggressive Norway. All right, well, here we have Scythia, Ottomans, and Mongolia, and they're all on the same island, okay? So if there should be a zombie invasion, it should be these guys. But maybe these guys are so strong, they just have such a large army, so that's why they're just, like, better at, like, killing off the zombies. I don't know. Gotta get my coffee in, man. It's a little earlier today. I actually woke up on time. Well, it's 10 o'clock. Well, I woke up at like 8 something, which is like kind of on time because I've been going to bed at like midnight, which, you know, is nice. But point being, still took a little bit. I've been watching a lot of Age of Empires in the morning. Like that's been kind of my YouTube thing. So A little later, I guess, to recording because of that. Also, still trying to just wake up too, but who knows. Modern era is coming in 10 turns. So this is going to be kind of big. We're fairly certain that Mongolia is going to be able to continue and get gold ages the rest of the game. I would be shocked if Mongolia doesn't get gold ages the rest of the game. Now, I don't know they built too many wonders right now, which I suppose, but I'm pretty sure they did, right? Yeah, now that I say that, because I think they got Broadway, and that should have been this era. The Cristo? We don't see the Cristo. Interesting. Well, they should have access to Cristo if they have Broadway. They should have Cristo. I wonder if someone else built Cristo? Oh, yeah, and they also built the Great Lighthouse this era, too, which was a bit surprising. And then the other thing is that they actually have the Taj Mahal, so that's why they're getting the bonus points, which is what makes it, I wouldn't say hard, but definitely harder for them to get a Dark Age. I'm just looking to see if we see a Cristo. It's kind of weird because it's like there's only really one part of the map we actually even care about. This right side, I mean, I kind of do. That's weird. But not so much. Like, I mean, I suppose maybe we could get a Dido Storm back, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't see the Cristo Redentor anywhere. Huh. Odd. I would figure Mongolia would have built it. They're about the only one that has enough culture to get it. Tomyris is now rolling with culture too. Dude, if Tomyris didn't have that much culture, Genghis could have potentially gotten a cultural victory. Yeah. Tomyris is just popping out a bunch of culture as well, which is maybe the only reason that like Mongolia is not like halfway there. But I don't see the Cristo down here at all either for her. So not entirely sure. I'm probably just missing it. I mean, I did just wake up, so my brain is still not there and my eyes still aren't there. I mean, I do have 20/20 vision now with my LASIK, but it's actually 20/20 in one eye, 20/15 in the other eye. I'm trying to get a touch-up, which I never actually think I mentioned. But I'm trying to get a touch-up just because my stronger eye is actually 20/20 and my like weaker eye is 20/15, which ironically enough makes it kind of hard to read small things when I'm driving at times because like my main eye is like it's just like they're just not like focused together, if that makes sense. So the funny thing is I go to the eye doctor and they're like, yeah, I mean your numbers are fine, but you know it's 100% based on what you feel, and it's like if you feel you need an update, yeah, but they also have super dry eyes, so we're working on that right now, see if that makes a difference, which it hasn't really been. But anyways, long story, none of that really matters to the game. But now you know one more thing about Brian, so congratulations. Okay, local, you took over Cahokia. Interesting. That was a city-state. That one's going to actually flip just immediately back to France. Unless, of course, France gets a Dark Age. I mean, maybe Dido does storm back here. I just don't see it. It's a 300-point difference. Honestly, Tomyris, I feel like, is a little more likely. I mean, she's still got a couple more locations. Does she have Geneva? Pedro actually has Geneva now. Interesting. Is he at war with anyone? Yes, he is. He's still at war with Tomyris. So he's not getting the scientific boost then. We have a couple over 400, but really no one is in that point where they're going to absolutely destroy. You did fix your spaceport, but you're working on the Manhattan Project, which, all right. So everyone got a golden age except England. Or is that France? That's France, right? Yeah, that's France. Yeah, because both Englands made it. Sorry. Eleanor. Now, what's interesting is Cahokia has full loyalty. I was wondering if maybe some of this is going to flip. The answer is no. Does she have the military might to conquer? She's at 18. She's at 600. The problem is most of that military might is ships. So, Marseille's flipping up there. How is that Marseille? Should there not be like 15 other Marseilles at this point in the game? Dijon is apparently flipping right back to France. I don't know if that's going to stay that way, though. That one could actually pop back towards Brazil. Would not be shocked on that one. These guys are all getting golden ages, which is really not shaking the game up at all. Anyone else shooting off rockets, by the way? Science. So Kristina and Suleiman both shot off the first rocket. So this was actually the second rocket that got pillaged. Okay. Interesting. Could Kristina ninja? Nah, she's only got 301 science. There's no way she ends up winning the game. All right, so theoretically, you're going to go and pop right back over into the rocket. We've watched enough AI that should happen here. If they actually ever take their turn. Come on. Take your turn. There you go. Okay, never mind. You're going to go for a happy district because, yeah, sure. I mean, how far down are they still? And they're in 6th place. Like, that's the only chance of them winning. I mean, this is the problem when you don't have human beings, because, like, you know, human beings would actually respond and change things up. You know, AI, they don't know what they're doing. So, AI is not going to sit here and look at the score being like, oh, there's no way I can come back. We're going to have to shoot rockets off. Excuse me. Okay, I think we're good. Got the morning hiccups. See, this is the problem. Like, I gotta not start with this series in the morning because it's like the first thing I'm doing in the morning. And the problem is Geneva's not falling to Scythia. Geneva being Scythia's friend for like the longest part of the game. But the problem being, like, this is just such a high talk series. And like, I talk faster and more in this series than any of the other ones, which then makes me have the hiccups. All right, Geneva now has officially fallen. Probably going to end up seeing, yes, exactly, Tomyris, Geneva, and Dido has captured Lahore. All right, let's see what ended up happening here. We'll give it like a turn or two to see whether or not these passed. So, city-state failed against Dido, but it did pass against Scythia. Scythia is now at war with the same two civs they've been at war with the entire game. Ironically enough, Mongolia's been fairly peaceful most of the game. Yeah, and it's been very beneficial for them. They've not really managed to have many wars, nor needed to have many wars. They're building the Opera House, which is one of the only wonders left in the game. I don't know anyone else is building it. They got this super tech cities right now. Good for them. Still don't see the Cristo Redentor at all. Anywhere, but that's okay. Sydney Opera House, let's see, how long? 12 turns. Wondering if someone else... There is enough coastline that people could be building it. But, okay, so the moon landing is about to finish. They actually switched... Yeah, they switched spaceports. What is Halips 76? See, Istanbul, it really needs to be the one shooting off those rockets, but that's okay. Just taking a quick look here. 4 wonders. No one's shooting off any wonders. I don't know. We saw Cristo Redentor. I wasn't looking, but yeah, I still don't really see it. You have a lot of coastline, France. Don't see it there. Dido also has a lot of coastline. She is shooting off Earth satellite. Bit behind. Yeah, once again, I do not see Sydney. Hey, we got a Golden Gate. And that's a hill, so that's not going to flood. So, hey, congratulations. It's an okay Golden Gate. Not the best, but it works. All right, so that means Mongolia is going to get another 15 points. So their lead's going to grow a little bit, and their wonder score is just psychotic. Keep in mind, they don't have any religious score. It's 100% because they're great people and wonders right now. They're just absolutely kicking butt. So the question is it better to go for science or culture if you're trying to win a score victory? I mean, it's 100% culture. You'd much rather do culture because you'd rather get the wonders, most of which are in the culture, and then also the great people as well. That just really gives you a ton of points. You would love to do a culture mixed with religion. That would be like 10 of 10, but... the AI, you can't necessarily rely on that. Okay, so the wars over here, I mean, not really much is happening. It looks like Ottoman do have slightly higher garrison defense strength. What are they running with? They're just running with AT crews, which are going to be fine since, you know, modern armor here. The downside is they also have modern ATs. So Scythia's ahead, it still looks like, with tech, which is a little strange. Well, Tomyris is up to 575 now. Okay. Did she shoot off any of the rockets yet? No. So she's got enough science to win. She has more than enough science to win. The question is, I don't know if she has enough production to win at this point. Her capital would be the best place. Let's see. I'm trying to see the production here in the capital. 85. Yeah, her production's a little on the lower side, so I don't know. Okay, so you have mech infantry now. You are not shooting off the Mars project, which not 100% surprising there. Anyone else shooting off number 3? No. See, here's the biggest problem, like, because Tomyris doesn't have that much production, even though she has, like, once she finishes these spaceports, like, it's still going to take a while to shoot the rockets off. Unless, of course, she has some of the great people to actually shoot those off a little quicker. You know, the great scientist or whatever, which I'm not seeing any great scientists just lying around, so... Dang, that sucks. It's like we have 429, but we have like one civ that has enough science, but not enough production. Then we have another civ that has enough production, but kind of gave up on the science. So wonder what Suleiman is rolling with here on government policies. So you have the production towards space race, which, you know, would be amazing if you're actually shooting off any of the space race stuff. Unfortunately, you're not. So I don't quite see the reasoning for that. And then we click over to Tomyris, which I think we're in. And amenities, extra science. So she has rationalism, which is absolutely worthless at this point in the game. It sucks because it used to be so good, and then they just nerfed it. I don't know why. 5-year plan, because it was like, I suppose. It wasn't overpowered, in my opinion. It was one of those ones that you kind of had to have for a scientific victory, but it was also one of those ones that I say made deity, you know, a little easier, but I know that sounds weird. Like, I don't want to say deity's impossible now, but it definitely made it a lot harder on deity now without rationalism. Just because it's like worthless. And it's like, what's the point of having policies that literally don't do anything in the game? But whatever. I'm complaining about something that doesn't actually matter at this point, nor will it ever change. Okay, so you're shooting off the Mars colony in Konya. That is not going to be great because this is 18 turns, 66. So that's going to be 70. Wait, 8 plus 6 would be 14. So it'd be 74 plus then 10 would be 84. Yeah, so then that's going to leave you like 30 turns. 30 turns to shoot off the last rocket and get it, 50 turns home. I don't know that's going to be enough. So wondering whether or not someone's going to pop out death robots. I don't see them yet. I suppose Scythia would be the one to get death robots, if anyone. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Mongolia. I do think so. Mongolia is actually knocking out the rockets as well. His lead is shrinking, though. Tomyris is catching up. I just don't know if there's enough left on the board for Tomyris to catch up, though. Like, unless Apocalypse Mode comes in and just massively punishes Mongolia, I just don't know how she catches up. Let's see, Umki or whatever has like 2 wonders. See, the AI is usually pretty good at only building like 2 to 3 wonders in a town. So that's where, like, even if he lost his capital, he's not going to lose that many wonders. He would lose, I think, just 2, it looks like. Is that in? No, that's not in his capital. That's also not his capital here. This is his capital. Okay, now if he loses his capital, that's actually horrible. Holy crap. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wonders in his capital. Okay. So that would be 15, 30, 60, 75. That would be 75 plus the empire score for losing the capital. That would not be enough to put him behind Tomyris, but that would definitely make it a little more of an interesting game. I still think, I just don't see. I mean, the odds of that happening are somewhat rare because, like, how many cities are on the board at this point? Like 50? So it's like a 1 in 50 chance of that actually happening to hit that specific city. So, I think he should be fairly safe. And once again, even if he loses it, he's not going to drop to second place. So he's going to have to lose multiple cities, I think, at this point. Tomyris can still get a couple more points, but, like, not a lot. Like, she needs a city here. She could put a city down here, and then it looks like Ottomans are going to jack that. And I guess she could put one more up here. Well, that's going to give her a little more empire score. But the thing is, it's like almost a little too late for that. So what else gives you points? Great people? Don't know how many great people are left. We could probably like pop into Eleanor here and see how many great people are left. There's not a whole lot left here. And it looks like Mongolia is still gaining a bunch. Scythia is gaining a great general, but so she's not going to really catch up that way. So then it really is going to come down to empire score, scientific score, and cultural score. The thing is, I imagine Mongolia is probably maxed on culture, civics. If we can actually get this thing to click. Come on. Come on. Come on, game. Come on. There we go. Yeah, he's on future civics. So yeah, he did max out. So then theoretically, she's only in conservation. So she will be able to slowly catch up a little bit there. Although now that I think about it, I guess it will go up every time he finishes it, right? 147. We just got to keep popping in on that. Still, I think she'll still catch up to that. I think she'll still be closer to him. I think. I don't actually know how that works. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Genghis Khan actually has a higher empire score. Interesting. Would not have guessed that. Era score, he's got a bunch more, and he's going to always stay ahead in era score. So I just don't know how Tomyris catches up. I really don't, other than the comments. So we want to keep an eye on that future civic, because I just want to see if he gets enough more points. Because if he gets points for every one of those, then she's never going to be able to, like, if it caps at 147, then yeah, she'll be able to gain an extra 20 points on him. If it keeps going up for every one, then he'll maintain at least some sort of a lead. She's probably gaining them quicker because she's working on cultural heritage, which is going to be significantly cheaper than future civic. So, she will be able to slowly catch up, but, not massively. All right, what are we doing here? You still got 9 turns on the Mars colony. Anyone else on Mars colony? No. Anyone research that last tier yet? Tomyris does have the last one researched. Not surprising there. Yeah, no one else has it researched. I love how I checked myself. So Tomyris is on cybernetics. So isn't cybernetics one of these? Yeah, so she can actually even speed it up. The problem is she still hasn't even shot off the first one, right? Nope. She shot off the first one, but not the second one. Nor is she shooting off the second one. I assume she's probably going for a domination victory, would be my thought here. Dude, I was really excited there for a second because for about, 3 minutes, we thought Ottomans might have had a chance. And then they just kind of gave up. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be Mongolia, man. Which, I can't be mad. Out of all these civs, man, I'm excited to see Mongolia. Because Mongolia is the one civ that can always make a game interesting. I just don't know Mongolia really has any game in which they're not interesting, because they're always going to be a little more aggressive. They're always going to be heavy in science. It's kind of like Teddy. They're a good AI. Scythia, unfortunately, even though they're one of the more powerful civs, I just feel like her AI has been somewhat disappointing as well. Ottomans, I wouldn't have mind, because Ottomans are usually one of the better civs too, but ultimately, it's okay. If we had to only get one from here, Mongolia is what it is. So I did think for a little bit about, hey, is there potential for us to actually take the top 2? And I really looked at it. So the problem is if we take the top 2 from the second chance rounds, which admittedly I also like better, I wish we could take 2, just because you're always going to have the one civ going really, really crazy. I don't say always, but there's a good chance that you have one civ that balls out of control. So it's kind of nice to take the top 2 because it makes it a little more interesting. And if you have a good game but not a great game, you might still be able to make it through. And I mean, quite frankly, look at this right now. I mean, this is wide open. Eleanor actually might have the chance there. But that would just then make us have another 6 civs move on, which then would put us at 26 total civs for the knockout rounds. And it's just then that's what, 2 groups of 13, which is kind of a bit too much. And then no other number divides by it. You can't go 8, 16, 24, so it's just, there's no easy way to do it. I feel having 2 groups of 10 is just easy. And the thing is, 13 people, even in the reverse knockout round, it's just, there's too much going on. There's just way too many with just 13 civs. 10 is maybe the max. We've done it with more. I think we've done the reverse knockout with 12 before at least, but I think it's too much. I think having 2 groups of 10 is the best. And we'll shake up those groups, by the way, every single time. We'll split everyone into 2 groups. We'll run, those 2 separate groups. Then we'll probably split the groups up again, I think. I don't know. It depends on how lazy I want to be. I might also just keep doing the same groups because I don't want to spend the 10 minutes freaking typing random number generator 1, 2. Okay, you're in group 1. Copy paste. Okay, you're in group 2. Copy paste. Also, zombies. Hello. Let's go. Freaking Mongolia. Still in the zombie horde. I love how that's a possibility. Now, question: it's the project, right? Not the occult research, but it's the project you run that actually converts them, right? It doesn't kill them. It's either that. That's got to be Mongolia, by the way, with the rock bands. It's either that, or I know you can also steal the zombies with the hero that steals units. Oh, yeah, the twins. That's it. Yeah, you can kill them with the twins and then get them back that way, too. I was like, wait a second. I remember this. So Atomic Era. So this is actually going to be the last era. Dude, that's kind of crazy. We are fairly close here. 16 turns. We are going to get a couple comments. A few. Not a lot, a few. Are we going to like pause the game? Or like put pauses in and pop back in? Maybe. Not right now. We'll see how slow these like remaining like 20 turns go. I mean, we're still 30 turns away, so it's not like we're like super close, but so Mongolia getting a Dark Age here would definitely, if you're rooting for anyone besides Mongolia, you know, you got to have him get a Dark Age here. I just don't see it happening. I really don't. I'd be kind of shocked if he did. I really would be. I imagine he's probably got a bunch of era score for like finishing buildings, you know, like maxing out buildings for the first time. I assume he probably got one for the flood barrier. I'm sure that was this last era. We know that he got the Sydney Opera House this era. So that sounded like a plane or a bomber. My volume's kind of low right now. Also, double check here. Nah. Yeah, no one's getting close. Yeah, no, Tomyris kind of screwed over Mongolia's chance. That's the biggest problem about culture, is like if anyone else goes for culture, it's just like GG. You just can't win a culture game if someone else is going for culture, which is so kind of stupid because like you can win a science victory if other players are going for a science victory. It's not like only one person can shoot off a rocket. You know, everyone can shoot off the rockets. So that little things like that I would very much love to see different in Civ 7. Oh, actually, Dido has the rock bands. Okay, well, that really isn't going to make a difference at all. Like, I feel like cultural victory shouldn't be based on your score versus everyone else. You know, it should maybe just based on. Also, it should be a little more clear because I still have no idea how the tourism works. I kind of have an idea, but I never really dug into the files. It's just like I have 1,500 hours in the game and I have no idea how one of the victory types, like, I know how it works. I know how to win it, but I don't actually know the mathematical breakdown. And if like there's a specific way to like prioritize it, it's just like, you know, that's kind of frustrating. Also, I'd love to see another, money victory back in the game, an economic victory. That's always disappointing that they never ended up adding that in. I do like that they added diplomacy victory in, although I have to be honest, I don't know if I like the World Congress compared to like, I think Civ 5's UN was way better. I do. I'm gonna be that kind of person, which I hate being that kind of person. Religious victory is fine. I think that one's fine. I think the science victory is fine. I think both of those worked out fine. So Mongolia did get a Dark Age, but Tomyris did as well, as did Ottomans. But Dido didn't. Does that make a difference? I don't think so. Aden is flipping right back to Mongolia. Ottomans. Looks like we lost these two right here, which are both going to Scythia. Interesting. And Bruce as well. Dido is not picking up anything, though, with her golden era. Yeah, I don't know that made a big enough difference. Dido's now moved into second place. Man, this is 2 games in a row. You got to give Dido MVP. Like, she was not in the greatest of spots. And in fact, she had a lot of really bad Dark Ages to begin with. But her overseas expansions, she's also knocking out the Mars colony, but it's a little too late. Her overseas expansions mixed with just being able to hold off Eleanor has just done some great wonders for her. I mean, look, oof, nice. Are these just normal canals? These are just, yeah, those are just normal canals. Oh, that's just one tile. It looks like a double tile Panama Canal, which I was really confused with because I knew the Panama Canal was Ottomans over here, right? Is where we saw it. You seriously build a 1 tile Panama Canal? Actually, I'm pretty sure that was 2 tiles, but it flooded, but still. You built a 1 tile Panama Canal? What? Such a waste, such a waste. Suleiman can shoot off the last rocket. He is shooting. I mean, he's going to have to, he has 20 turns to get it to go 50 turns, or what is it, 50 light years. I mean, there is a chance. There's a chance. Scythia with the thermonuclear device, is she still at war with Ottomans? Because that would actually be hilarious if she actually screwed over the Ottomans from winning by nuking him. I would just actually, that would just be 10 to 10. That would make my day. I mean, He's shooting it off in Istanbul, which is nice. The other thing he's got going for him is, remember, he's got multiple spaceports. So if he gets this shot off, he can speed it up in multiple spaceports. The question is he going to do that? AI, like, if the AI winning before 315 is always very unusual. It's possible. It happens. But it's not likely, which is why we're doing 315. So Ottomans are looking like they may be able to. I'm a little afraid that they're going to win on like turn 317 or something like that. That's what they're like going to end up getting it for. They're going to be like just miss it. Now, once again, like as much as I love Mongolia, I don't necessarily mind seeing Ottoman either. I think Mongolia would be better in the knockout rounds, but I would not be sad with Ottomans. I feel like either of those are good civs. I mean, honestly, really, I can make a case for any one of these civs that I wouldn't mind them in the knockout rounds. Eleanor of Aquitaine just can always be just overpowered good. Dido, I mean, the fact that she can hold on, and she's had 2 really good games, so it's kind of unfortunate that she's not going to make it to the knockout rounds. Sweden, I probably can't make a case for her, except maybe, you know, she'll be able to do really good with the culture game, but I don't know. Brazil's the next winner, so, you know, there is an easy one. Scythia, you know, has the horse archers, has the potential, you know, cav gaining. Cav killing cav, getting more cav, like overwhelming. Even though once again she hasn't really played too well, so you know most anyone could potentially do really well here. So have you gotten smart materials? That's the big question here. I don't know. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to speed this up. How are we looking here? Genghis Khan actually has 3 as well. Oh, hi, puppy. She's right below my feet right now. You're a little over 350 points up. Is he going to be shooting off smart materials? Or sorry, not smart materials, but doesn't look like it. He's just building death robots everywhere, which is just hilarious. Because, like, what are you going to do with these death robots, bud? What you doing with them, bud? Whatever happened to our free cities over here? Where were the... Oh, it was over here in Scythia, wasn't it? Yeah, these guys are still full loyalty. 9 turns, and that one's actually full loyalty. Okay, exoplanet is officially gone here next turn. I don't know he has smart materials. It doesn't look like he has smart materials. I'm trying to remember what that one is. See, here's the other problem is I don't know which is which. And I know that is one of these. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's one of those. But the question is, which one is smart materials? Because smart materials could be that one. We'll have no idea. Now, then again, Genghis Khan did just do smart materials, and he's still... But see, now he's doing cybernetics, which cybernetics is a lot earlier. That one is... No, that's robotics. I guess that is one of those. So I suppose smart materials must be one of these 4 then. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. Point being, I don't think Ottomans are going to be able to get the rockets off in time. It does not look that way. All right, so I guess we'll put a quick pause in here, and I'll be back then probably turn 314 or so. Never mind. Never mind, comets. Comets start next turn. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Once again, I think he's got a big enough lead even if he loses his capital. But dude, it would be hilarious if Dido ended up catching up. I would not be mad. I think she's played so well that, like, yeah, I do agree she deserves it. We should have like 2 MVP slots is what we should have. Like, who are the best 2 civs in all of the group stages that hadn't made it? But then I would have to like set up a straw poll, and you know that sucks for people that are like behind on the series. It's just nah. So I could choose them myself, but you know, you guys would probably have like great ideas. You know who would probably also deserve it? Who was the one that ended up losing out because Rome snuck out the diplomacy victory? Wasn't that the Ottomans? Yeah, actually, I think that might have been the Ottomans. What group was that? World Congress. There goes Apocalypse Mode. Okay, it looks like we had a solar storm, although that might have been an older solar storm. So we're going to delete all these so we can just keep an eye on the comets. By the way, group 3, I think, was Rome. That was not group 3, it was group 2. It was one of the early groups. Was the Ottomans in there? Oh, it was Scotland. That was it. Yeah, it was Scotland that got knocked out. I remember now. All right, first comment, whacked Scythia. Well, Scythia's not really in play anymore. Nah, now she dropped to 4th. Dude, almost a 100-point lead now for Dido. But, I mean, you can see how much lead Genghis Khan has right now as well. So, it looks like Genghis Khan is fairly safe. We're just going to maybe give it a couple turns here, and then we might put a pause in. I wish you could turn off, like... That's another thing I would love to see, is give me something like, you know, Crusader Kings or EU4, where you can kind of adjust what notifications you get. Because, like, I legitimately don't pay attention to those ever anymore. That one hit absolutely nothing. Okay, cool. There might have been a city down there, but somehow I doubt it. I don't think... Would this tell us... Yeah, I love how it says it fertilizes tiles. I don't think those count as fertilized tile, game. You can't do anything on them. Now, when Brian modded the game, you could. You could pass through them. You still couldn't work them because, well, you know, whatever. I feel like they should just be water tiles. I don't know why they made them impassable. Probably because, well, the thing is, I wanted to, like, change them, and, like, you just can't, like, work them still. Like, it just doesn't work right. All right, I'm going to go put a pause in here since Apocalypse Mode doesn't seem to be doing anything. We'll pop in if anything major happens here. Well, Dido got hit, so this wasn't one of their major cities, but still, that was not really ideal for her. Yeah, she's now 500 points behind. Yeah, there's just no way at this point. She's also being invaded right now by Swedish death robots, which, that's a weird phrase to say. Swedish death robots are on the way. Quick chance here. No, he's still not shooting off any of the exoplanet stuff. And I imagine if we looked here, yeah, he's still super far away, and it doesn't look like anyone's going to get it. All right, we're going to pause again, and we'll be back. Okay, this is a first. A nuclear power plant in Tyre has suffered a malfunction and was forced to vent radioactive steam. I've literally never seen this before. Never. Interesting. So all it did was contaminate the one tile. All right. Well, that wasn't as big. I thought that was really cool. I heard it actually explode. I was like, what is that sound? I've never heard that before. Other thing is Nantes got actually hit. So ironically, Dido has a lot more territory over here to settle, but I don't think that's going to happen. 0 population lost, 0 units killed. Wait, there it is. Nope, did not destroy the city. I didn't think it was going to, but then for a second there, it looked like it was going to. Interesting. I wonder if you can use spies to do that. I don't think that's a possibility, right? That should be something you should be able to use spies for. It'll be to blow up nuclear power plants, man. So, yeah, you're still at 1 light year per turn. We still got another 500 plus point lead here, and we got 9 turns to go. Okay. Let's wait and see what this next comet / apocalypse mode thing does, and then we will put another pause in. I will show the final screen. I've had some people suggest, hey, give us that final screen just so we can know that you didn't miss. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably a good point, even though, you know, what was it? I think it was the last group stage in which I didn't, but I did double check that screen. I was watching for it myself because, you know, having missed the Rome victor, I'm definitely a little more focused on what that end screen says. So anyways, we'll be back in another second. All right, we're down to the last 4 turns. So Ottomans just lost the city. Scythia lost their second city. Remember, Dido lost the city. And then Eleanor's lost 3. I don't know what Eleanor did to piss off the gods, but like, yeah, she just, man, she's way back there. Ironically, she's not in last place of all things. But Suleiman's still only 1 light year per turn. He's not speeding that up at all, so there's literally no chance for anyone winning. Having lost Erdering just really kind of knocked him back as well. Pedro, though, is in last place. Gotta say, Pedro, I expected more from you, man. I expected more from you. Part of it is it looks like Sweden ended up stealing all that, so that kind of like just put him back. You didn't capture anything. Okay, we have another 1 tile one. So that one hit. That was the Erdering one, and then Dido got hit again. No, that was a 4 tile one, so that one didn't actually hit anything. That actually hit where the well, it hit a little bit of tire. Oh, it actually killed the contaminated it killed the power plant. Interesting. Nature was like, how dare you? How dare you mess with nuclear radiation and stuff? We shall murder you for that. Which, okay, that's fine. Mongolia death robots are rolling around in Scythia. Actually, I don't know. Are they? Are you at war with them? 2 turns remaining. Hey, are you at war? He seems to be fairly peaceful with everyone. I wonder if it's just people that hadn't really built Cav. No, you are at war with Tomyris. But somehow I doubt those death orbits are at full combat strength. He built too many, and the AI just builds way too many, so they just never have enough uranium, so they're always running at like half combat strength. All right, Brazil ended up losing this city. I think that would have been Brazil there. Could have been Dido there as well. So basically, Mongolia is the only civ to have not lost a city yet. And I guess Sweden, too, didn't get hit either. I mean, they did get hit, but they didn't lose a city, so... Well, maybe they did lose a city. No, because... No, that's part of that. Yeah, it's interesting. That is interesting for sure. One last check here. Diplomacy. Nope. Religion. Nope. Domination. Nope. Nope. And nope. So he's like maybe... I would say he's maybe like 30 turns away. So honestly, at some point he would actually get the right tech and start popping it out. So I imagine like 325 would be my guess that Suleiman would actually end up winning the scientific victory. So he was close. He was definitely close. And had he been a little smarter maybe on his teching, maybe he would have been able to get it. I don't know. Can we see what the zombies ended up as? Probably not. 57. So they were at 77. So they were way behind, man. Yeah, way behind. Let's see. One more comment. And that one also hit. Wait, isn't this a 4-tile wonder? No, it's a 1-pot tile. Okay, I was like, can it blow up natural wonders? I didn't know that was possible. I don't think it is possible. But yeah, once again, hit France, who, for whatever reason, comet gods just do not like you. So, all right, well, that means Mongolia is going to officially be in the knockout rounds, which is exciting. So they will be our what? Our 14th. They'll be our 15th civ officially in it. So that means we got 5 more. We're going to wait a second, just see the final scene for you guys. This is a 1-tile one. That actually looks like it was Sweden. Yeah, there you go, Genghis Khan. Okay, so then tomorrow we will have our second chance group 2. We have Indonesia, we have Cree, we have Nubia, we have Matthias, we have Alexander, we have Canada, and we have Egypt. It's gonna be an interesting group just because I don't really know that there's any favorites. I mean, you got Cree in there, I suppose maybe Alexander, but I mean, legit, maybe we'll see like a Canadian or Indonesia or an Egypt like sneak victory. I mean, Matthias should be good, but he was really disappointing in the group stages. Canada shouldn't be good, but was really good in the group stages. Indonesia also had a really good group stage too. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to see how that one shakes out. But for now, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment, all that fun stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.